I'm here with
Maya Nix.
Shanice.
Nikhil.
Bradford Richardson.
Daviana.
Jesse.
Brady Shong.
McKelsey.
Haven.
Alex.
CJ King.
Anthony.
Tayne.
Adriana.
Sierra.
Jose.
Tamia.
Anthony.
Brian Rivera.
Charles.
All right. So what teacher do you have the biggest impact or influence on you, and why?
Coach Darenthal,
And why do you say that?
because he helps students a lot, and he gets with you on a student level. He don't just use his teacher powers.
Miss Galore for sure. She's just always been there for me. She taught in my middle school, so she's always been ready and available, help me with college stuff, help me with applications. She's a really good teacher to get with if you're trying to go to college or you're trying to do something after school like that. She's just amazing.
I think Mr. Hype probably because he's very understanding and easy to talk to about things that I'm interested in, but they relate to the class too. So
I would have to say Miss Glore because she just pushed me to come to school more because I wasn't coming to school.
Miss Galore, easily. She is the best teacher here. She cares for her students, and nobody else is gonna be as determined to see you succeed as she is. She's gonna make sure whatever you need gets done, and she's the only teacher who will literally stay extra and put forward the extra effort to make sure you succeed. And no one here has had the same kind of connection with students I've seen Miss Galore. So I feel like every time my best teacher, she wins about a mile.
Probably Dr. Dunn because she taught me a lot about science and made something that I wasn't interested about made me interested.
Miss Andrews.
And why?
Because she's always there for help whenever I need it.
Mr. Reyes.
And why so?
He is hilarious.
Miss Locke because she gives good advice.
I think Coach Kane definitely had a great impact on me because he not only made me great in customer service, but he actually taught me more how to develop myself as a man.
I would say Dr. Dunn because she helped me out with a lot of missing assignments during my concussion, and she's a really nice teacher and always wants us to get better.
Miss Jensen, because no matter what, she's always there to lift you up and make sure that you're doing okay. She's there to talk to you. She actually cares about her job, and that really shows me that there are teachers out there who actually care about what they do.
I'll say Mr. Golder because he's a fun teacher. He's just a very bright person.
Mr. Darenthal because he's always worried about students, and yeah, he's a great teacher. I would say Mr. Hype because he made learning fun and it was actually engaging to be in his class.
I would say, can I say two teachers?
Yes, sir.
I would like to say Miss Shelley and Mr. Mount Pleasant.
And why so?
Well, Mr. Mount Pleasant, he's funny and he helped me he was on top of my grades. And then Miss Shelley, she's just cool. And she's just cool, that's it.
Miss Justin, because she helped me study a lot for the ACT test and get prepared for not being in reading no more.
I would say Mr. Darenthal
And why so?
because he's not gonna let you fail. He's gonna try his best to make sure that you are the greatest you that you can be.
I said Miss Justin
Why does she have a big impact on you?
because she's just been real, you feel me? She's cool people, and she always helpful.
I'm gonna say Mr. Hyde. Mr. Hyde had the biggest impact on me.
Why so?
He's always cared, always been there.
All right. So if you could give a special thanks to any teachers, who would it be?
Mr. Hyde.
Mr. Reyes, Mr. Childs, Mount Pleasant, the other person who was with Miss Pleasant, I forget, Mr. What is that, Height or something? Yeah, Mr. Height. And the other Mr. Height. And Sarah's another one.
Besides Miss Galore, also Mr. Newfield and Miss Bruton.
Coach Darenthal.
Miss Locke because she's the best.
Miss Gregory, even though she's not here anymore, and Mr. Hype.
The same teachers I say, Miss Shelley and Mr. Mount Pleasant.
Miss Bear.
Miss Justin, Mr. Lamore, who else? Coach Davis, you feel me? That's it, really.
Mr. Darenthal again.
Dr. Dunn.
All the English teachers. Mr. Hype.
I'd probably say Coach Darenthal.
Coach Kane, first of all. Coach Warren. Mr. Height, Coach Davis. Mr. Orr, he's pretty cool. Miss Thornton and Miss Bishop are pretty cool too. About it, yeah.
It'll be Dr. Dunn.
Mr. Darenthal.
Coach Kane, because you know you my dog, Coach Kane. I love you.
Well, Coach Kane, but if I have to pick another one, I would say Miss Bear.
Miss Thornton.
All right. Is there any underappreciated teachers you think should need a shout out?
Mr. Vandervelde.
Not really a teacher, but Miss Lippincott. She's a guidance counselor, so she's obviously like in the office all the time, but she's always working behind the scenes doing stuff like that.
Nah, not really. Like, I feel like Miss Lee. Like, a lot of people hate Miss Lee, but Miss Lee really cool.
Rosario?
Maybe Miss Driscoll.
Again, Miss Shelley, because no one really talks about her.
Miss Forden.
Miss Thornton. Miss Thornton's the sweetest teacher, like, ever.
Miss Bear.
I feel like Mr. Darenthal is a little underappreciated because as much as that man works, as much as he's dedicated to his job, he doesn't really get the praise that I think he does. So respect him, respect him.
Miss Bear.
Probably Miss Driscoll, because what happened to her, like in the past, like all her situations, I don't know. But I don't know about that, but yeah, she needs appreciation. She's a good teacher though.
The same to her. She did a lot for me. She helped me out. Because concussion knocked me out for 3 weeks, so I was barely at school, and she helped me out with all those assignments from the beginning of the year.
Definitely Dr. Dunn. You're awesome.
Probably Miss Morales, because she's very caring and she will help you out a lot in your classes.
Oh, Coach Kane.
Miss Gray, because nobody shouts her out for what she does, and she just stays on us hard and makes sure we complete our work and do better and become great in life.
Mr. Golder, he's so slay. I love him so much. Oh my God, look at him.
Coach Lysel, I feel like she definitely doesn't get enough credit for like being the good kind of teacher role model here. And so I feel like she's definitely like an underappreciated GOAT at the school.
I said Miss Jones, my culinary teacher. You know, she wants the best. She kind of like real hard, but she be pushing us to get our certificate and, you know, do our schoolwork. Because her class not hard. You can get an easy A in there. You just got to do your work.